Have you ever noticed how your brain suddenly becomes a philosopher at midnight? The house is quiet, the world has gone to sleep, and yet your thoughts are wide awake, rearranging old memories, planning futures that may never arrive, and replaying conversations from 2017 like they're brand new movies. Most people assume late-night thinkers are just bad sleepers. But your mind is doing something far more interesting than simply refusing to rest. Night changes the way you think. During the day, your brain is busy wearing a uniform, answering emails, smiling at strangers, pretending to know what you're doing with your life. But when the lights go off, the uniform comes off too. Psychologists say the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic and self-control, gets a little sleepy after dark. Meanwhile, the emotional parts of your brain start stretching like cats on a warm roof. That's why a small memory at 1 a.m. can feel heavier than a suitcase. Think of your mind like a crowded cafe. Daytime is noisy phones ringing, people talking, responsibilities tapping you on the shoulder. At night, the cafe closes, and suddenly you can hear one single cup being placed on a saucer. Late-night thinkers finally hear the whispers that were buried under daylight. Ideas arrive wearing pajamas, uninvited but honest. There's also something beautifully rebellious about those hours. The world expects productivity, but midnight belongs to imagination. You start questioning your life choices. Planning to learn guitar, deciding to become emotionally mature by Tuesday. Humor sneaks into you remember an embarrassing moment, and your pillow becomes the only witness to your silent scream. Science links this to lower external stimulation. With fewer distractions, the brain shifts from survival mode to meaning-making mode. That's why late-night thoughts often feel deeper, almost poetic. You're not necessarily wiser at 2 a.m. You're simply less interrupted. But there's a tricky side. The same quiet that allows creativity also invites worry. Without sunlight, problems grow taller like shadows on the wall. A normal concern can put on a dramatic coat and start giving speeches in your head. Many late-night thinkers mistake this intensity for truth, when really it's just the brain using its indoor voice. I've noticed that people who think at night are often sensitive observers during the day. They collect moments like small stones in their pockets and only examine them when the street gets empty. It's not overthinking. It's slow thinking, like tea that needs time to steep. Instead of fighting those hours, imagine partnering with them. Keep a notebook by the bed. Treat your midnight brain like a talkative friend who sometimes exaggerates, but occasionally says brilliant things. You don't need to believe every thought, just listen kindly. So if you're someone whose mind turns into a storyteller after dark, you're not broken or strange. You're simply tuned to a different rhythm. One that hears music when the rest of the world hears silence. And maybe that's a quiet kind of gift. Tonight, when the ceiling becomes your cinema screen again, try asking your thoughts a gentle question instead of a harsh one. What are you trying to show me? I'd love to know, are you a late-night planner, a midnight philosopher, or just someone negotiating with their pillow? Share your experience, and let's keep exploring these secret hours together.